Normally I'm not real big on anything like this, but my son is taking a class at school for music production, and he wanted a little studio set up here at home. So I had some old Polk Audio speakers, you know, high quality speakers, and they're not powered speakers like you normally have in a studio setting. So I needed a nice little amplifier that would give him quality sound for his little setup here with, you know, for music production. So I got on eBay, found this AIYIMA 2-channel amplifier, and it just so happens to be Bluetooth as well. And it has 4.2 Bluetooth, which is fine. It's not 5.0, but the only difference, real differences between 4.2 and 5.0 is 5.0, they made some improvements to completely wireless headphones where it connects to both headphones individually. As far as the transmission, the amount of data that's transmitted and the quality of the sound, all of that is the same as, you know, 4.2. So I'm not too worried about that, because with, you know, studio production, I like to keep things wired. But I will get into later the Bluetooth aspect of this and let you hear the difference between a wired connection and the Bluetooth connection. So I'm just going to take a look at this camera over here, and I'm going to show you some of the aspects of it. We have 3 knobs and a power switch, large knob with detents actually for the volume. Feels really nice to turn the volume and feel a detent when you're adjusting it up and down. You have 2 other smaller knobs that are for bass and treble, and then you have a power switch for the power that also has an LED, and that LED will be blue when you have the Bluetooth being used. This amp is very compact. It's a heavyweight aluminum. The knobs are aluminum. If we take a look here at the back, we'll see that you have your Bluetooth antenna, and there's a switch at the bottom that basically allows you to do the Bluetooth or the wired connections. You see the high quality output jacks for the speakers. You have RCA jacks for the input for the wired connection. We have AC line. Comes with a very nice power supply in the box with it as well. So with all that being said, it's basically it's a 50 watt by 2. It can take 4 or 8 ohms. It has a frequency range from 20 to 20 kHz, you know, 20K. And the input voltage can be anywhere from 12 to 24 volts. If you want to put it in a rack or use a supply that you already have at your station, you just Y off or T off from it, you can use that. Like I said, it has the RCA inputs. The cable that comes with that is the RCA to a 3.5 millimeter, so you can plug it into your phone or your laptop or your desktop, pretty much anything you want to. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and play some music for you and let you hear how it sounds. This is some of the keyboard sounds, and I'm going to set the treble and bass at 50%, and right now the volume's at about 40%. So, and it's as far as volume, it's kind of dependent on what your input volume is as well. So if it's cranked way up, then you're going to get more volume out of the amp as well. So, but you don't want to have the input signal so loud that it's distorted, because the amp has plenty of power in itself. So just, have a 50% volume on whatever you're driving with, and let the amp do its job, because it's got plenty of power. So I'll play a small track here that I just pulled up with something that we were playing around with. So give you an idea of variety of sounds. So we had a slight problem with the camera overheating there, so we're just going to pick up where we left off. We're just going to get into sound, and we're going to listen to this guy with keyboard here, just some little basic setup with different sounds. I need to get the mic on. Okay, we're back. We had a slight problem with the camera overheating here, so we're just going to pick up where we left off. I'm going to play some music here so you get a good feel for what this amp puts out, and it really pushes some air. So, but it's got a great sound and got plenty of power. So let's get with it. This is a keyboard with just some random sounds set up on it, so give you an idea of different across the frequency range. We're setting about 40%, so I'll crank it up a little bit. We're set at maybe about 45. And nice clear high. So that low's deep too. So we're setting about 50% on the treble and 50% on the bass. I'll crank down the bass all the way down low and give you. That's all the way up, I'm sorry. And then now we'll crank it down and see how deep we can get. I mean, it's shaking the whole table. So we'll go back to mid-range, and then we'll set the treble. We'll crank it down. So you got a nice low treble there. Crank it up. Actually, I should probably use some high end. So nice highs right there. And then if I drop it down low, you can hear the lower tones. So I'm just going to leave it at 50-50 on for some of this music that I'm going to play. Right now, this is just a little clip that I found that I'd play. It plays a good spectrum of frequencies, so I'm just going to let it play and let you listen. And that's the clip. So what we're going to do from this point on, I'm going to use a digital audio player, and I'm going to plug straight into the amp, and then I'm going to use this same player for Bluetooth, and then you can compare the wired and unwired. So right now I'm going to play something on the wired format.
The way I say my name, the way I rock my chain, the way I walk into the club and drive the hoes insane. I roll with hood figures, real niggas, money getters. Fuck with us, hey chopper, hit your chopper, split your shit. Enough of all that. Trying to make a juice box wet, fall back. I whip it out, what do you call that? She got scared, baby girl, hold that. But I just follow the drip now. She's on my dick, she's on my dick now. She's rocking the hips, she's rocking the hips.
And then when I unhook this, it'll automatically connect. Once I see it connected, just hit play.
Wait. I make a juice box drill. I make a juice box toe.
So you can see the volume actually seems to be a little bit higher with the Bluetooth. So there you have it, a live video of the switch.